Arabic Learning Session 27. They suggest a dance but it turns into a smooch. Smooch to mooch some money. I am lactose intolerant. We have eaten our fill. A fill of tobacco. Do ellipticals help lose belly fat? Which is better, a treadmill or elliptical? She saw Mary loitering near the cloakrooms. The offense justified instant dismissal. We can't promise instant solutions. Instant coffee. For an instant the moon disappeared. Indescribable instant. He had a scrawny physique. Window pane. Bleeping loser. Bung means a stopper for closing a hole, lid. We must soberly assess their actions. The citizens lived soberly and simply. He might soil his expensive suit. Lip balm product for chapped lips. Rock bottom prices. It was his unfulfilled ambition to write. What's your pleasure? A cappuccino, please. He arranged a fishing trip to please his son. An old man with a scraggy beard. She squirted soda into a glass. A squirt of perfume. Squirter nozzle kit. She smiled with pleasure at being praised. Water squirted out from a hole in the pipe. Juice from the lemon squirted into my eye. She was squirting the neighbors with a water pistol. Mom. He's squirting me with the hose. Stop squirting. The drugs can cause blistering and slough. The shop is slap bang in the middle of the city. Blood vessels throb and pulsate. You must not get bogged down in detail. A bungled response to the incident. The casks are bunged before delivery. Bungholes can be made on the bottom of barrels. She bawled me out for not eating my bowl. The Christmas party rounded off a hugely successful year. He's running a temperature and he's off his food. He blessed the dying man and anointed him. The car became bogged down on the beach road. A network of Satan-worshipping cults. The cult of the pursuit of money as an end in itself. Tummy sore, it is rumbling from hunger. Push UPS help tone your ABS. I call first dibs on the bathroom. We paid a call on Ben and his family. The ambulance is out on a call. He was visibly irritated with the umpire's calls. The police carted them off to question them. He cast her aside. She unbarred the gate. Unlock. She unpinned the entry form from the notice board. He chowed down on lobster. She clung resolutely to her convictions. You are clinging to him for security. Close up, she was no less pretty. They were coasting down a long hill. The dog should have been muzzled. A marsupial endemic to Australia. There are 3 types of island endemics. A butcher's cleaver. A meat chopper. He flashes his choppers back at me. The frigid elegance of the new opera. Fog had delayed the landing of his chopper. She still tantalized him. He ate strawberry jam. He was putty in her hands from the beginning. Give me a minute until I putty these windows in. The streets were jammed with tourist coaches. The photocopier jammed. A chance like this doesn't come along every day. The miners came out on strike. Why don't you come over? A great weariness came over me. A dead weight burden. The weight of an inert person or thing. An inert political system. She lay inert in her bed. Tiny drops of sweat gemmed his forehead. He's leeching off the abilities of others. You've been clinging to me like a leech all the time. To provide for my family. They hit a bus head-on, with the front of a vehicle. Get past it. A bacon butty, a filled or open sandwich. My son Brala could cope with rain as well. She held a bralette and was dressed in a grey suit. She absent-mindedly left her bralette on the. I've forgotten my bralette, what a nuisance. We go into this game as the underdogs. A deeply sexist attitude that objectifies women. Blue silk embellished with golden embroidery. Get this fag out of your gob. Overt or covert. I took it too far. A lovable rascal means the villain. A forestated means stated earlier in a document. He spoke with a slight lisp. She's all talk and no action. To err is human. I said to err is human, to forgive is divine. The whole hideous, heinous story. They were on their beam ends. It is beaming outside. He was fifth in the 200m backstroke. Marriage was forever unto death, until. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. He will be on the lookout. Peppered steak with cream sauce. His car was peppered with bullets. The crops are grown for animal feed. Hark! He knocks. Basmati rice was mounted on our plates. He was eventually muscled out of the market. He was accused of botching the job. The car was a grouse red. She heard him grousing about his assistant. Her muscles rippled beneath her tan skin. I was a serious nerd until I discovered girls and cars. A lot of the outlines had been penciled in. Drizzle the clarified butter over the top. Can exercise help flabby arms, bat wings. A loose slate falls from the roof. I drove every curve and swerve. Is the waltz a romantic dance? He was working for his father slating a new roof. He dug and delved his hands into his pockets. Excellent voice modulation. Feeding on recently cast seed. Humanoid scarecrows. It is not these facts per se that are important. He was indignant at being the object of suspicion. The boar had been digging for roots. A gaunt woman in black. Few of the manuscripts are still extant, still in existence. There are only 3 extant copies of the document. All extant marsupials are endemic to Australia. A threadbare rehearsal room. A gaunt scarecrow in threadbare clothes. Tenement house. Gaunt tenement blocks. Knee buckling. Do me a solid please. I fell prey to gang. Their latest hotshot recruit. A sniper took a pot shot at him. He is within eyeshot and earshot. He leaned hip shot in the doorway. He had been shotgunned by drug dealers. Slingshot swimsuit. To pantomime a villain gangster. Acting as regent for a monarch. The Queen Regent of Portugal. A run-down hotel room for $5 a night. They were eager to make a quick buck. Don't play dumb. What is gone is gone. A flush of embarrassment rose to her cheeks. I was carried away in a flush of enthusiasm. The bird has a pinkish flush on the breast. He is no longer in the first flush of youth. The frogs feast on the great flush of insects. She was standing pinned against the door. She thinks I am pining away from love. England's captain copped most of the blame. She copped an award for her role in the film. He copped some hash for me, obtain, an illegal drug. The government's green paper is a complete cop-out. He's a baller who will take an open shot or create one. Fold up the sheets before you put them away. You win some, you lose some. He's no quitter, defeatist. Her name was lettered in gold. The end. Coming next. Session 28.